I really like this guy. I'll tag him below.
What's the weirdest change in the culture that you've seen in your lifetime? For me, there's no question it is when we started treating anxiety as a deal breaker. Meaning if we say this activity or situation causes us anxiety, instead of saying, therefore I will be uncomfortable while doing it, or I would prefer to do something else, we say, this causes me anxiety, therefore I cannot do it. It's impossible.
I think what he's referring to is this way the mental health movement has gone from putting up with interrupting poor, shitty behavior, abuse, all these things, awesome, win, 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 but then overcorrection into anything that makes me uncomfortable must be some sort of mental health illness versus something to overcome, something to build a muscle against, because life's going to be full of discomfort and fear-ridden experiences. To me, what it really sounds like is a lack of resilience. And this is actually a very exciting conversation to have, because I believe a lot of people who in the past were resilient might have even just been compensating, trying to win someone's attention. I have this deep-seated belief that Michael Jordan would not have been Michael Jordan if he didn't have such a dysfunctional relationship with his father. I have this theory that Michael Jordan became this unstoppable, outwork everyone person because his brother was more admired by his dad than he was, and this was how he got his attention. I know it's a little analytical, but that's kind of the overcompensating version of resilience. Whereas perhaps the new conversation of resilience could look like the ability to feel the discomfort, to share it, to acknowledge it, and openly find a pathway through it by feeling it. And I've actually seen a lot more athletes do that these days, like, what's her name? She's from Japan, and now I'm going to sound silly. Osaka, that's a place in Japan. I can't remember her name. You guys, someone commented below who's talked about, mental health and acknowledged her, anxieties, but doesn't let it stop her, which I think is the whole point of this post right here, is that we can have anxiety, but it doesn't mean it has to run us. I would argue that's my entire purpose of my coaching, to have feelings of fear and choose love in the face of fear. And when I say love, I don't even mean romantically. I mean choosing a loving action so that we aren't stopped by fear. That's how we become more influential than our environment instead of having our environment influence us. What do you think about this topic? Oh, and if you're curious about coaching, click the link in my bio. See how we can work together.